This week's episode of the multiple award-winning Here For It podcast is brought to you by Planet Fitness. Any other time, I would tell y'all Planet Fitness ain't shit if you are actually trying to get your body together or make any gains in the gym. But fortunately, every broke clock is right 2 times a day. And so, like we accurately dragged Lil Boosie last week, I would like to continue that drag with the great news that Planet Fitness was like, no, we're not doing that over here. You're not fucking up our business model with this bullshit, Lil Boosie. You can take your transphobic and homophobic bullshit somewhere else. Go over to Golds. Go over to LA Fitness. Go over wherever you gotta go.
Lifetime Fitness. Do a Lifetime. You was should have did a Lifetime probably. Anyway.
Go somewhere else where you ain't gonna make no gains and still be a skinny, ugly ass nigga, because it's not gonna be over here at Planet Fitness. And I'm absolutely here for Planet Fitness on that.
Yeah.
They have banned a transphobic, a homophobic, ignorant ass Lil Boosie out of their establishment, and I'm here for it. I'm down for it. I would like to know when their next pizza day is, because we know that Planet
I think
Fitness.
it's Tuesdays.
I don't even know, but I know Planet
It's
Fitness.
Mondays or Tuesdays. It's in the beginning of the week, so you can still have time to burn off the extra calories. And that's why they have the sign on the wall in every Planet Fitness, judgment-free zone. And Lil Boosie thought he was going to sit up in there and judge Zaya. You sitting right next to the sign, Boosie. It's a judgment-free zone. And you sit up here making a judgmental video. Get out.
They told
Leave
him. They told him
right
to get out.
now.
Yeah, he's out. He's out, and I might have to come in behind it because I'm there for the Pizza Tuesdays or whatever it is. It's Pizza Tuesdays. I'll go for the Pizza Tuesdays and pretend to work out on one machine.
I want to say, because you said they didn't have free weights. They didn't have the free weights that you need, or the machines
they
that
don't,
you need.
The weights are not as heavy as anybody that's
They got them on sale.
anybody that's for real about lifting weights. You're not lifting weights at Planet Fitness. No shade. But I'm going to have to swing by after this move. I'm here for it.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course, ronaldmatters.com.
I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, aka the Ass Aficionado, BKA Elizabeth. I got time for that bullshit, Warren.
I got a plan for that.
That's no, that was her old name.
Oh.
Last year, that was her name of, I got a plan for that. I got a plan for that. This year, she's got a new name.
Okay.
I got time for that.
All right.
Because she had time for that.
She looked to her left. She looked up to her right. She was like, Bernie over here, Bloomberg over here.
I know who the fuck I'm getting ready to take the fuck out of this goddamn race.
Okay.
And we're going to see, because as we're recording this episode, the South Carolina debate is going on right now, so we're not able to watch it because we're delivering this great content to you. But stay tuned for next week, because we'll be able to have watched it by then and tell you more about it then. Our icebreaker this week is, which character from To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, are you?
I'm the Latin boy in drag.
You can't be. No. Why? First off, what's the name?
I can't remember the name.
Okay, so you can't be that person.
But, I also remember when they got to the house, they met the girl with the abusive boyfriend. I could be her too.
I see that for you.
I could be someone growing, learning, not fully formed. I don't claim to be fully formed. I'm always available
she
to
was
learn
Southern
something.
Fish, living by Southern values, and stayed where things were
comfortable. There's room to grow. I know it, but I don't see how to put it in action. And I'm looking to a drag queen to help me. Wow.
And that drag queen is me.
Oh, you were buzzed. You were buzzed.
That drag queen was me. And that drag queen is the one and only Chi Chi Rodriguez,
Yeah, there you go.
played by the incomparable John Leguizamo. Um, she's my fave because I think that she had the best shade. She had the most relatable character. And then in the end, she won.
Hello.
At the end, she won. Like at the very beginning, RuPaul. Again, for people who have not seen it, if you have not seen it, that's why this is the
Get the
icebreaker.
DVD.
Go. It's on.
Oh, I was gonna say you can
it's
stream
on
it.
Netflix.
I'm so old. I got the DVD over there. I remember when I had to buy the DVD. Okay, y'all got streaming now.
And you still don't know the name of the drag queens, and you own the DVD. But for those of you who have not seen it, you can stream it on Netflix right now. It is amazing gay history in film because it happened so long ago when drag was not as mainstream as it is today. But Trici Rodriguez did, said, and lived the way that she wanted to all the time. And my fave.
Okay. Oh, so you had the same answer. That's why you didn't want my answer to be the answer.
No, I had the real answer. You didn't even know what her name was, so you can't even.
I know the testimony. I know the testimony. How about that?
Give me a quote. Give me a quote. Give me a Chichi Rodriguez quote.
What's the
Okay.
affirmation?
Oh,
the
okay.
word. What's our word for the week? Who's the black queer girl we giving a shout out to?
So you really a little Latin boy in drag and not a real drag.
To have it to hold, to cherish, and sickness and in hell to death do us part. Now, come on. We in this together.
Our word of the day this week is replaced by Black Gay History because, like I had said previously, throughout this month, it is Black History Month, and nobody's talking about Black Gay History, though it is a part of our history as Black people and definitely as gay people.
And Lil Boosie telling a damn 10th grader he got nice lips to eat pussy. He said, you got a nice set on you. Well, Lil Boosie, why you looking at a little boy like that?
I'm trying here.
What? What is going on? So is Boosie Black queer history as well? And we just don't know it yet?
He's history as in we're looking back at that.
Clear that browser. Clear your browser out.
And no, I'm not accepting cookies.
Woo!
All right, I'm gonna do real Black Gay History at this moment,
Okay.
like a real figure that we should be talking about. And if you don't know her, then you should know her, and you should go look more up on her. If you
Look
don't know
more
her.
up. Okay, let's go look more up.
Look
What's her name?
look more up. I said, yeah,
What's her name? What's her name? Jenny, Sally. What's her name? Karen.
Sylvia Rivera.
I don't know how to. I'm using my R's and my A's. I'm like, do I put an apostrophe?
Sylvia Rivera. Sylvia Rivera was one of the mothers of Stonewall and the Black Gay Pride Revolution that we hold so true and honest and spend thousands of dollars and lose pounds every time that Pride
Take
season
your water
comes along.
pill.
And fuck your friend's boyfriend every time.
It was a mistake. Like this friendship. Bitch, get out of my house.
So you've been there before. Sounds very personal to you.
I have a testimony too.
Yeah.
The little Latin boy in drag ain't the only one.
Okay. But she is the mother of that revolution that gave us pride. And though I was going to say something more politically correct, but though white people frame it as something else, the Black Pride Revolution began with a white woman and a Latina woman. And I know that we talk about Marsha P. Johnson often, and her story is very popular and well known, but the story of Sylvia Rivera is also important. So oftentimes in the fight, we forget that there are Latina drag women and women in the trans experience that are also in lockstep and right next to us, hand in hand in the same fight for equal rights and protections and the ability to just be out at a bar drinking and having fun. And Sylvia Rivera was one of those girls. In 1969, Sylvia was on the front line of our movement for visibility and equality. Her one of her famous quotes, because she's had many. Again, when you look up Sylvia Rivera, you will find many things that she has said, because she has said many things and many great things. But one of them is, quote, "We are Stonewall girls and we wear our hair in curls."
Inform the people. Inform the people. Inform the people.
Because again, people didn't understand like that trans women were women at the time, and looking at her or looking at Marsha P. Johnson at the time, people were calling them drag queens because there was no other terms to call them, though that they lived their lives as women. It was not fathomable, and it wasn't really a term.
So they were called drag queens, but they were
Yeah.
wanted to be under this women.
And they were trans
what RuPaul
women.
is trying to tell y'all now.
No,
Living as a woman and being a
please
drag
don't bring
queen.
RuPaul into this
I'm
discussion, because
just-
RuPaul is not a part. No, RuPaul is on the opposite end of this discussion. Let's stick to Sylvia Rivera for now.
All right. Sylvia, get your flowers. And
I'm
we're
trying
gonna be bringing other girls flowers later.
Damn it, man! I want to have a positive moment.
That's why I did. That's why I did it. Sabotage me.
Mother of the moment and mother of the movement. Mother of the peers, because she also
There wouldn't have been a place for RuPaul to go to if Sylvia Rivera.
no, yes, that's correct. But at a point in Sylvia Rivera's career in social justice, she went and lived at the piers in New York City, where a lot of gay, black, and Latino people lived. Because they had nowhere else to live,
I'm like,
and so
living
she
by the
wanted to be a
water?
part.
It's
She wanted to
cold.
be a part. Yeah, it was right on the
cold,
water.
yeah.
Cold, hot throughout. They didn't. It wasn't just one year. It wasn't
wasn't
just one
pretty.
season. So she was mother of the peers. She was the most notable for a long time. Camera crews would follow her to see the makeshift tents that they made along the piers so that they could sleep at night and things like that. So she was mother of the peers, mother of the movement, and should not be forgotten. Our black gay history for this week and last week of Black History Month, because next week it won't be Black History Month again, is Sylvia Rivera. If you don't know who Sylvia Rivera is, please Google her. Please look at some videos. Please,
Click Google Images too when you go to the Googler.
yeah,
Live in the fantasy.
absolutely. What she's done for people like us is highly important and should not be forgotten. And definitely study things that she said if you have no idea of anything that she said before, because literally she talked about some of the same things that Bernie Sanders is running on as president in the 70s. The very same things she was already saying in the 70s. Sylvia Rivera. Support for this ghetto ass podcast comes from a couple of awesome donors and from you beautiful people listening right now. If you would like to see this podcast continue, if you would like to see this podcast continue, please get over to our Patreon right now. We have just released new content
Tribute to Beyonce.
that you can only hear over on our Patreon. You will never hear anywhere else. It will never be leaked anywhere else. Don't believe them hoes that told you that they listened and they didn't. You have to get over to our Patreon right now. And for $1 a month, you can support this podcast and support the Black Gay podcast that you listen to every week. If you don't got $1, the least you can do is make sure that you share this episode with your social media communities and make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe.
And tag us in your comments. We like
Some of y'all have been tagging me, and I'm like, girl, so do you want to fight or?
And you always go to that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Because they do want to fight.
Oh my God, here we go.
They do. They do. Because they know when they say. And so I guess somebody was gonna pull up
Thank
again
you
because
guys
they know
so
that
much for your support.
they know
on
that
the
that's just got to rise
podcast.
out of me.
I'm
Cool.
like, wow, and you just gave them a whole thing. You look like Bloomberg right now.
First off, if I was Bloomberg, I would have kneecapped every bitch on that goddamn stage and said, "Well, bitch, I got $60 billion. Sue me." But that's a different story.
Tapping topics.
Our affirmation this week.
Oh, here we go.
Because you don't ever know where we at.
I never know.
Apparently, 145 episodes in, you still don't know where we at.
It's on here.
Our affirmation this week is the grass is greener where you water it. Oftentimes people believe the old adage and saying about the grass is greener on the other side and build pipe dreams around. Oh, well, it's not where I want it to be right now. And so, if I just go over here and do that, if I go to Planet Fitness tomorrow, I'm going to be skinny. The grass is greener where you water it. So what you put into it, you will get out of it.
What are you saying? Okay, I get what you're saying. The Planet Fitness example was left for me, but okay, I gotta stay attention. Stay in tune.
That's not.
Look, words. English.
But the Planet Fitness comparison is exactly what I'm talking about. Is people.
If I go to Planet Fitness every day, will I get skinny?
No.
Why I won't get skinny?
It's about what you put into it, and that's the affirmation that I'm talking about.
Okay.
If you just go to Planet Fitness and eat the pizza and then leave, then no, you're not gonna fucking get skinny.
Go to the sauna.
No, it depends on what you do in the sauna as well. Because in some of these Planet Fitnesses, it's plenty of things that people be doing in the sauna.
And Boosie know about that as well.
Was he? I don't even think he was in a Planet Fitness. I think he was in a hotel jacuzzi, and his ass was out the water and doing. What? There's a lot going on. I'm sticking to the affirmation right now.
Woo! This week's episode of Here for a Podcast.
The grass could be your personal or romantic relations, but if you aren't making any investments, why would you expect to reap anything from it? And so I say that to affirm people that you can get skinny or get muscular at the gym, or you can be in good friendships or good relationships, but it's about the investment that you put into those things to reap the benefits of your investment. You can't expect investments without you can't expect benefits without putting an investment into them. So that is our affirmation this week. Okay. Last week, we dragged Wendy Williams on her comments on men should not be wearing skirts and heels. This week, I will continue the dragging of her one-dimensional, backwards thinking ass again, unfortunately. I noticed that there was not as much of a backlash in the past few days of the things that she said that we're going to talk about. But I think that we're normalizing her being problematic. We're normalizing her chasing ratings. And I say that as someone that watches her. And I kind of wish that there was something else that I could watch. Because I really want to just click off Wendy Williams at this point, because I don't think that things that she's saying isn't part of a strategy. I think she's doing this to get people to click, get people to tune in, because maybe there's nothing else going on that she can talk about, and she's like, well, let me cause some drama. I say all that to say, Wendy Williams' stripes are still showing, and it hasn't changed regardless of her fake tear-filled apology that she put on Instagram. In the story about Kim Kardashian's butt line, if you don't know about that, you can also look that up. Kim Kardashian has a butt line coming out where you can just basically put on a butt like stockings, and when you put your pants on or your skirt or whatever, it look like you got a big old fat ass Kim Kardashian ass under your skirt or pants. When she was presenting the story, Wendy Williams asked her audience to clap if they would get said Kim Kardashian ass that you can put in your clothes. And it was like 3 women clapped and 1 man clapped. After the 1 man clapped, perceivably he was a gay black man. I don't know his story. I don't know his business, but from the outside looking in, it looked like he was a gay man. She retorted in the same way that she did last week when talking about Galentine's Day of, what are you clapping for? You should be clapping. This is not for you. So she did not learn the lesson that she got all of the backlash for in talking about men in skirts and heels and shit like that, and then putting this fake ass apology on Instagram and Twitter and not on her show. And then doing the exact same thing the week following in slapping back the clapping of this one black man in her audience that was like, yeah, I'll wear a Kim Kardashian fake ass. Because why not? Kim Kardashian is selling it, and she ain't just selling it to women. And so I'm not saying Wendy Williams should be canceled, but I'm just saying Wendy Williams should be watched. And not watched in a mindless way. Because I think that the way she's moving is intentional. For these 2 interactions to happen like in the same 2 weeks, and for her to be pretending to be apologetic and then doing the same thing again in the following week, I see you, bitch.
Definitely last week was a sore spot for me. I was supposed to research. I know that she does 2 shows on Thursdays, and the Thursday show airs on Friday. So I was supposed to go do my research on if when she said the episode that was offensive to the LGBT community, she recorded that at like 3 p.m. on Thursday before she left, because it looked as if she wouldn't get a chance to respond to it on her show. The timeline of events in my mind was I need to go back and look at that, because I know she couldn't have apologized for it on Friday's show if it happened on Thursday, because, but I also think that that's why she pushed it to social media, on her platforms, because she knew that she needed to get a response out to it. But I couldn't remember if it was Thursday show or Friday show. I couldn't remember, so I can't comment on that until I go do my research. I like to be research based with my responses sometimes, and so but for the guy buying the Kardashian, but I don't have no commentary on that. But then I don't want to look like Candy when Portia be like, Candy don't get no answer because she something, and then Candy was like, well, I don't have a response because I don't give a fuck. So it's not that I don't give a fuck, but
if you don't have no,
I don't have a response right now. I don't have a response right now.
So even if I was just breaking the news to you right now,
okay,
it should be an easy line to see.
In your view, Sarah.
First off, my father.
You are different.
My father was also.
You have a view, Sarah, and I have a view, Sarah.
My father was also a Vietnam. No, actually, my father wasn't. My grandfather was. My grandfather was a Vietnam veteran, but that's neither here nor there. But
which should be an easy sell is not an easy sell.
It's not sell. But let's just say you didn't even see this episode, and I know you did. I feel like you've seen all these episodes.
I saw it in passing. I was doing something else while it was on.
And like many other gays, the gay that worked with her, Norman.
Okay.
And Norman, I think Norman got good booty. I think I said that to you before. I'm not sure if I said this in this episode or not.
Okay.
Norman looked like he got good booty.
Okay.
It's enabling her.
I really watched it in. I really watched.
But that's
it
what
in
I'm
passing.
saying.
I didn't hear the comment. I had the episode on while I was doing something in Photoshop, and Photoshop had more of my attention than Wendy Williams did. It was Bad Girl Noise that day, and that's why I can't have a comment because I didn't watch it wholly. But that's why I also said I got to go back and research when she made the comment and why she. But I'm saying I can't give a comment until I do my research. I got to do my research.
Well, hopefully Ron Manners is going to do his research before the next episode of Here For It podcast.
But if that's true, I trust your opinion. I trust your view on it. But I got to do my research before I start talking about it because I want to make sure I'm right. Well, in my view, I want to be right to me.
I went down a whole rabbit hole of other things that I want to discuss on that, but since you are unprepared,
but yeah, you should still get those things.
Woody Williams is surrounded by enablers.
Yes.
And some of them are even gay.
True.
As well. And that is a problem. Because some of the things that she says is antithetical to the people that work for her.
And she thinks it's cute.
She has a whole team of black gay men, black and Latino gay men, that make it possible for her to be on TV and look the way that she does. Sometimes it's questionable. And don't realize that she's holding the views that are also keeping us back, that are also keeping us marginalized. So again, I won't even go down that rabbit hole right now because we can't. But what I will go down is
no,
because we were already on the topic of Kim Kardashian.
Oh, girl,
yeah, it's low hanging fruit, but
girl,
low hanging fruit gets it sometimes.
Okay.
So I don't know if have you seen this picture?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She refuses to be a white woman.
Refuses to be a white woman. That's where we're going.
She refuses to be a white woman.
Kim Kardashian is coming out with a body makeup line, and it is in line with the current body makeup that she wears all day, every day, all the time, in every photo shoot. Sometimes it's darker, sometimes it's lighter, and sometimes it's blacker.
I really thought that her family was brown.
No,
because the first time that it happened on this podcast, when I was like, "But they're Armenian, they're brown," and you were like, "No, Armenian means white," and I was like, "They're not black, they're not brown."
No,
Armenian is actually white because she's always looked
Caucasian.
She's always wore this tan or body tint or
from the Caucasus Mountains is where the Kardashian family.
I didn't know that. I really thought that she was a brown woman.
Kim Kardashian.
I really thought Armenia was somewhere next to Iran. Maybe they were just more, because they do talk about the Armenian genocide on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I was like, I don't know what the Armenian genocide is, but it sounded like a lot of brown people died. And then I was like, oh, a bunch of white people died. I'm not going to compare them to other things, but I was like, wow, a lot of white people died. I didn't know. That's why I listen to Here For It podcast.
Bye, pumpkin. Bye, pumpkin.
I look better than you making your exit right now.
Bye, pumpkin. Bye, pumpkin. You're going to have to get out of here with that.
I really didn't know.
And Kim Kardashian's also going to have to get out of here with this body
tint makeup.
No.
What was her caption? She was like, I get so tired of looking like this or something. She said, what'd she say? The caption reads, KKW Beauty, body makeup is perfect for hands because my hands are always pale and our formula is
because you're white. That's why they're pale. You're white.
And our formula is waterproof so you can wash your hands of this foolery. We use the color light/medium. So it's like we make it.
So she wants to be light skinned. She don't even want to be black. She just want to be light skinned.
Light medium. She wants to be light medium. I really thought Kim
Kardashian wants to be me so bad. Look at that. Look at that.
She even into the social justice like we have to be because we black. This podcast exists because we trying to be a social.
She's trying to be black like this, not like this.
No, she's trying to be black like this. And
No,
not
no,
like
no. I'm talking about my hand, not yours.
Colorism. We both black men. What is going on?
She ain't trying to be black like you, though. She trying to be black like...
Light medium.
Okay. She picked the color. Those are her words. She wanted to be this color of black, not that color of black. No shade. Because I love chocolate. But she not trying to be chocolate. She trying to be mocha.
Bye. This not your season. This ain't your season, girl.
Apparently it is her
It
season.
ain't the season for mocha. Move.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Okay. I'm going to move along because...
We're not here for it. It just...
We're not.
Bottom line, bottom of the hand, top of the hand.
Whichever hand. Pick a wall boot.
Okay. Get your ass in line. You missed the mark. She used to do her "We missed the mark" email.
Who is she selling this to? Like other white
People
women that
who
want to
missing
be...
the mark. Girl, you're missing the mark. Your hands are pale because they're supposed to be. Biological girl.
Okay. I hate for this to be a negative episode, but apparently it's just going down that road. Apparently, I'm sorry.
Apparently. I love it.
Was that St. Louis? That gave me that was a St. Louis accent. Apparently, Disney Plus wants to smoke. Love, Simon was yep. Love, Simon was a movie that came out a couple of years ago, and now they have adapted a TV show about Love, Simon. It surrounds gay characters.
We know what Love, Simon is. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you don't know what Love, Simon is, go watch
Watch
Love,
the
Simon.
trailer on YouTube.
Yep. So now they have adapted the movie into a TV series.
Oh, okay.
And the TV series was originally supposed to be airing on Disney Plus. Disney Plus is the streaming platform that Disney has for all of its content that's not going to nobody's movies or TV screens right now. Disney Plus said, it's going to be a no. It's going to be a no from me. It's going to be a no. The reasons that
the
Disney...
audio bars went.
You might have to put your headphones in if you're at work.
And turn them down a little bit.
Disney felt many issues explored on the show, including alcohol use and sexual exploration, would not fit in with the family-friendly content on Disney Plus. Love, Simon will be airing on Hulu instead because Hulu got everything else. But the problem that I have and the drag that I have is for Disney Plus.
So did Love, Simon come out under Disney? Or how did Disney Plus even get associated?
They acquired
What's the original?
They acquired the TV,
the 20th century Fox
right.
or something, maybe.
Okay,
Focus Features, because
So
they
what-
acquired a lot of shit.
No. So without getting into the weeds of movie business, the movie is separate. The movie came out 2018, I believe. Maybe early 2019. But anyway, movie came out. They decided they want to adapt the movie and continue the story and do a TV series. They shopped the TV series around to different networks. Disney Plus picked up the TV series because Love, Simon was a big hit for white gays. And then once they started looking at the TV series, they were like, "Ooh,
We greenlit this.
exactly." That's what I'm saying. They
Did we
greenlit.
read the script? Or we just looked at the box office numbers?
That's where we're at. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then they start seeing gay boys kissing and shit like that. They're like, "Ooh,
Yeah, Love, Simon.
we can't put this on Disney because kids watch Disney. Kids can't see gay people kissing. Oh my god!"
And just last week we praised Disney because they got the black, gay, and brown folks kissing down to the Marvel. But the black and...
That's a movie. That's different. That's not coming to the Disney streaming service. Trust me. So they said, no ma'am.
Huh? No, ma'am.
They said no ma'am.
No, ma'am. No.
That no eggs, no bacon, no pancakes, no sausage,
Nothing,
no
girl.
nothing.
The buffet is closed.
It can't be over here. So they said no, ma'am. I would have been with this if it was.
Ain't the new Beauty and the Beast on Disney Plus?
Let me get there.
Oh, okay.
I'm,
there's a gay.
I'm marching. I'm
Okay,
marching.
well,
I'm marching to that
shut
story.
my fat ass up. And I do have a fat ass, y'all. It's really big. As long as I believe. As long as I believe.
That's also a Disney story. If we're talking about content on Disney Plus, how are we missing the quote unquote classics like Snow White and Cinderella and the crimes that were happening to women in those movies? How are we missing those? And then saying that that's okay for kids to see, but seeing two gay people kiss, ooh, girl, that's too wrong. How, if you know the Cinderella story, if you know the Snow White story, how is it okay to kiss a woman without her permission, or to drug a woman, or have a woman as an indentured slave? Those things are okay for kids? Help me understand. The biggest one is, how is Pocahontas not too adult for the same kids that it would be too adult for them to see two men kiss?
Especially the revisionist history in Pocahontas.
Let me get one foot in front of the next one.
Okay, come on.
From genocide to statutory rape. If you know the real story of Pocahontas, Pocahontas was really 10 years old. So let's talk about that story.
Talk about it, bitch.
If we really want to talk about stories. To forced marriage, to a white savior on Native American lands. How are those stories okay and good enough for kids? But two gay men kissing, oh girl, a bridge too far. Woo, I don't know. My kids can't watch it on Disney Plus. The adult setting's not going, because there's no adult settings on Disney Plus. I really just want these companies to reconcile what they feel like is okay for kids and say what you mean, because it's obvious when you say things are not okay for kids, you talking about just gay shit. Because when it's heteronormative bullshit that includes genocide, statutory rape, forced marriage, white savior complexes, white people killing a whole bunch of people to get land, drugging women, kissing women without their permission, all of those things that are in these Disney classics, we ain't got no problem. Leave that shit up there on Disney Plus, because that's not going to influence kids. But seeing two men kiss, that's going to influence them. They're going to want to have to kiss another boy. Get the fuck out of here.
We're not here for it. Oh, you did this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't crack it. Don't crack it.
Because it pisses me off. Like, it's so obvious. Like, don't tell me that things aren't good enough for kids to view when you got all this other bullshit that kids can view. But this is just wholesome white ass entertainment. Look like Hannah Montana. But the only difference is two boys kissing. Ooh, the kids can't see this. Help me.
I don't want to use a quote from Kaya, but next case. Moving on.
Rick James has rape accusations currently.
Bye. Rick James' estate is valued at $35 million. Toya said, he touched me back in 73. I would like $50 million. Ma'am, I know I'm bad at math, but you hired a lawyer, ma'am, to file a formal complaint. And his estate is worth $35 million. And you want to sue for 50, and you hired a lawyer? Don't pay that lawyer, because that lawyer is bad at math too. I don't know what is going on the order. How are you going to say, how long Rick James been dead? Not saying that your story is not valid. Yo, yes, your story may be valid. Always believe victims. Alleged victims. Girl, this don't add up. You can't get no money they ain't got. So it's suing him for this worth your time and your lawyer costs. Okay, sorry.
That is the next case. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna let that ride like that. Indiana woman has been killed after blackmailing a closeted gay man. This story, I'm going to.
We need here for a podcast for this.
This story captivated me because I'm on.
Huh?
Because I want to say it, but I feel like I can't.
You got a podcast.
I do. I'm here for this story. There we go. I'm just gonna say that I'm here for this story.
Oh,
so
you can't say stuff like that.
I was trying not to. I was
just be devil's advocate. I would just be devil's advocate. Come on.
I'm here for this story. I'm here for it.
She was.
I feel guilty for being here for this story because the woman has died.
Lost her life.
I feel guilty for being here for it. So I'm going to start there. I feel guilty. That's the extent.
Okay,
I just feel a little guilty, but I feel justified, correct, and validated. This woman in Indianapolis attempted to extort money from two closeted gay men, as reported on newnownnext.com. You can go find the story there, reported by Brandon Voss. Her name was Jane Warfield. She's a 40-year-old woman. So if I have to take a praise break anywhere, here's the deal. You are 40 years old. Why are you playing these fucking 19-year-old woman games? 40 years old.
That's a young woman game. 19 years old. She's a young woman at 19. At 40, you got a cornbread recipe.
So, oh girl, the link to crash. Somebody know that I'm reporting. Somebody know I'm reporting on the news.
She was at this guy's house, and they had a sexual relationship in previous encounters. I think the note was that he performed oral sex on her one time in history. They were kind of interested in each other in a oral transaction, as the Brexit family values said. An oral transaction happened. So then she was over his house like in recent weeks, and then she left her phone at his house. So she had went to a payphone or a gas station or somewhere, and she was trying to call him, but he wasn't answering. So she said, well, bitch, I need my phone, so I'm just going to go back to the house. So she goes back to the house to get her phone, and the door was unlocked. So she just went on in, and she was like, hey, Trey, hello, I just came back to get my phone. And then so she walked in the house, and she saw him hitting somebody from the back.
Butt sex.
She called it butt sex. And so she said, what the fuck? If y'all don't want me to tell anybody about this, you need to give me $5,000 within 1 hour. So I guess that didn't happen, because what we did see was...
No, it didn't happen.
What we did see was her on Facebook Live saying, bitch, I got a story for y'all. I'm wait till a few more y'all get it. You know how they do it on the live. You got to wait till a few more people get in the room. You don't just want it to be 3 people hearing your story. So she waited until all these people came into... Maybe she was popular. I don't know what her
she was not.
Professional work was, or why she felt like she had a fan base to go live on Instagram. I mean, on Facebook Live. So...
Because anybody can do it.
Okay, yeah. Justice for all. So... She went on Facebook Live and exposed this guy, and she confessed that she had saw him having butt sex, and she can't believe that he let him eat her pussy, and now...
Years ago. Not even recently.
Yeah.
Years ago.
And he had to eat her pussy, but now she saw him having butt sex hitting somebody from the back. And she wanted all of Facebook to know. And so within a couple of hours, I want to say... I think it was a couple hours after that Facebook Live event.
Her direct quote was, "They tried to kill me. They chased me out the house." She said during the live stream.
Oh.
If I die, let them people know that they killed me. So that's also part of her live stream. So she was already knowing that these niggas was about it.
Retaliation.
About it. So my
But you
issue
also
is,
can't
that's what I'm
blackmail
saying.
people.
Who are you trying to blackmail? If you're trying to blackmail niggas that don't give a fuck about nothing and they don't care about going to jail, what are you doing? They will kill you. And they killed her.
She was at a red light,
Got shot.
according to the report, and shots rung out, I think, and then her car crashed into a ditch or something like that.
She was allegedly speeding into something because that means like her foot was on the pedal and then she couldn't control the car no more after she got shot. And maybe it was her trying to get away also.
And when the people got to the car, they saw that she was shot in the head.
Yeah, she got shot before the crash and
That's
died
scary.
at the scene. So I'm going to come back around to my original
But
state.
the other person had got shot who used to expose those DL guys, because there was one of us who used to expose
he lived.
DL dudes, and he got shot as well. But then the conversation was around, well, if you're dealing with down low men, you're accepting the terms and conditions. And did you read all of it? No, but you accepted it. So why are you doing that? In her case, she didn't know she was dealing with the down low man, but she also
But it also wasn't her
she
business.
also threw on some terms and conditions. I need $5,000 in 1 hour if you don't want nobody to hear about this. Girl, go away from you. Just being dramatic right now. I could perceive me saying, girl, you're being dramatic about this right now. I know you still have feelings for me. Calm down and let's talk about this tomorrow, later, some point in the future. But I guess she was serious about her terms and conditions, and they had alternative terms and conditions that they would like to submit to the court. So
Well, they submitted them. And she out of here.
and you can't play games like that with people in their lives. But that's why you're not here for it, because she threw some threats, and then the girl's like, well, girl, we got threats too. Is that why?
No, I just feel
That
like
sound like street.
she's 40 she was 40 years old, and hopefully it's a lesson to anybody else in that same age range. Do not be playing these 19-year-old girl games like, oh, put this on live. I'm getting on live. Like that's
I'm gonna wait till y'all get it. So that was a very calculated and malicious.
yes.
You wanted to make sure people knew it and saw it.
And the extortion of asking or demanding $5,000. You are 40 years old, ma'am.
You got grandkids.
You were 40
sure.
years old, ma'am. You should have more
career you're
important
working
things going on
Hopefully you do.
than to be outing someone for having sex that's not with you. Also, someone that has not even been having sex with you. This is not your boyfriend.
Yeah.
This is not your husband. This is not your jump off, your man, your Valentine's probably either. He wasn't even your Valentine's. Because if he ate your pussy 2 years ago and he not even eating your pussy no more, he ain't your Valentine's. Why is this your business? It ain't. That is this week in
Okay. I just don't like that.
Tepid
I
topics.
just don't like that. The extortion part of it. Okay, so she found out a former partner was down low,
But that's a
allegedly
stretch.
down low.
Partner is a
Cool.
stretch. Partner is a stretch.
And they had a sexual encounter.
If I
You can still get herpes from it. If you get herpes, it counts. My rule is if you get herpes, it counts. Because people have a herpes simplex 1 on their lip, and you can get herpes simplex 2 down here because he done put his lip on your thing.
so somebody that ate your booty out 2 years ago.
I didn't get
Would
I
they-
did
would-
get herpes simplex 1 from the oral encounter, but it still counts. If you can get herpes, it counts. It counts.
That's not the question I'm asking.
Okay.
So somebody that ate your booty 2 years ago. You walk in on them.
Find out he about him. Oh
and you
my
find out him. Oh, first off,
I am calling anti-Superman as soon as I get out of here. I'm not going to extort him for $5,000 though.
one. Wait a minute. Hold on. You made that. That's about to be an alleged story. That's not real at all. Jerome. I'm gonna give him a fake
Cool.
name because
Gerard. With an apostrophe.
Gerard
capital
sound-
R-O-D.
Gerard sounds too masculine for the nigga that I'm talking about. Jerome, ate your booty out 2 years ago,
Cool.
and now you find out he a bottom.
Cool.
Do you need to get on social media to tell
I'm
social
waiting,
media that
bitch,
he a
I'm
bottom?
I'm waiting till more people get here. I'm finna
You
extort
don't.
him. You don't do
What
that.
is- how
You
is
don't
that?
do
How?
that.
How?
You don't do that.
What is the licensing? How are you licensed to do this? You not.
It's okay. It's okay that she has her story. This just happened
Put
to
it
her.
in a book.
This just happened to her.
In the words of Alicia Keys, put it in a love song.
Okay, that man was,
Or in the video that we ain't
that
gonna
man
never see.
was with somebody else. Okay, so I just the threats is what gets me. You can't make threats at people. What they say, you can't throw shade at somebody then tell them how to throw shade back.
Get mad
back. You can't do that, and that's why I really hate that she lost her life behind this. But you can't be doing that, ma'am. And I hope other people are listening and learn. You can't be doing that. Just don't do that. Just don't be making threats at people.
Hashtag execute Ed Buck.
Please.
I don't have to beleaguer that point anymore. Y'all been listening long enough. Y'all know he in jail currently. He ain't gonna be in court until August. But if he dies before then, I'm not gonna be sad.
Okay, I got a lot of reading to do. So this week we're going to the OBGYN. There was a tweet that has started to go viral today that reads, my OBGYN just said if I want my tubes tied electively, then my husband's signature is also required on the release form. I asked her if that was a law, and she said it's not, but it's their policy. Mm-hmm. My face has been stuck like this for 15 minutes. I'm fucking pissed. And she added a picture of her looking at the camera like, is you serious? Is you serious?
Isn't she also in a state where there's not many OBGYNs? And she Mississippi?
I didn't get that far.
She's in Mississippi, I believe.
So then I started thinking about like, oh my gosh, I wonder how many other, because it was starting to go get retweets and things. I'm like, I'm sure there's some quote tweets about policing women's bodies. I definitely feel like when us as black gay men go to the doctor, our bodies are policed all the time. They're telling us that, are we sure we want to have sex with other men? Are we the receptive partner, or are we the penetrative partner? And the shade that comes along with that, and us going to our women going to their OBGYN, not me going to mine. Women going to their OBGYN. I'm supposed to feel comfortable coming to my doctor, telling my doctor my situation, and my doctor giving me medical advice. A doctor can say like, well, girl, I'm not going to say you can't do this, but girl, I don't know if I'm the one to do it because I don't understand. And that's fine. Refer me to someone who does. But this next story says, where's the one? I got so many stories. Well, I'm just going to read the second one anyway. It says, my OBGYN denied me a hysterectomy for my endometriosis on the basis that I may want children with a man in the future. My wife was sitting right next to me. That is not unusual, girl. That's what it's like for us women. She had quote tweeted the previous girl, and she was saying, well, as a lesbian woman, I was sitting with my wife at my OBGYN, and I wanted a hysterectomy for my endometriosis. Mm-hmm. And there was another doctor who commented, well, you don't really need a hysterectomy for endometriosis. But for your doctor to not respond with a medical indication instead of responding to your wife sitting right there, that is kind of disrespectful. But I know that some women would just rather go and take the whole thing out, ma'am. It hurt. Take it out. It hurt.
Yeah.
The third story,
and valid, because girl, it's fucking with my whole life. And I'm not gonna use the shit no more. Oh. No, yeah, I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
I have an aunt that was in the same predicament of, she had endometriosis. She already had, before the endometriosis, she already had her kids. Had
I guess it hurt. What is endometriosis?
The separation between the uterus walls, and so it hurts. It's like really, really painful.
Things are tearing apart.
Right.
Okay.
Very painful cramps. That happens sporadically throughout women's cycles.
Okay.
But so my aunt had already had like 5 miscarriages throughout the time period that she had my 2 cousins. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! I feel like I'm giving her HIPAA information out. Y'all don't know her. Anyway, had the kids, was good, wasn't gonna have no more kids, and wanted to get rid of this whole goddamn uterus situation that was going on.
Please.
She was having the endometriosis, going in and out of menopause at like 40, in her early 40s, and was like, okay, I'm sick of it. Get this shit out.
Because if I'm going to do the menopause, I would like the next year to be trash and I can be done. But going in and out of menopause, I got to start over. No, I'm not starting menopause over for the 4th time.
Yeah, imagine being thinking that you're in menopause and then your pussy bleed next month.
No, that's not how this works. I'm supposed to be done.
So, yeah, she was in the same predicament, but thankfully she had a good OBGYN.
So her hysterectomy was perceived
successful
to be the reason why she needed to go ahead and get a hysterectomy for her endometriosis.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The third story says, I had a tubal pregnancy in 2009. I asked if I could have the other tube tied or removed to prevent it from happening again. I'm assuming, pause. A tubal pregnancy means the baby formed in the tube but didn't move into the whole sac, I guess. It gets stuck in the tube. And so they have to cut the tube in order to take the baby out, and then after they cut the tube, they have to go and tie it. Mm-hmm. So then she in 2000
they don't have to tie it. No, it's just a ligation, tubal ligation.
Okay, so in 2009, when the other pregnancy got stuck in the tube, she said, "Well, hey, I guess they tied it," because she said, "Hey, go ahead and tie the other one." Her story.
Oh well, no, people do get pregnant still with tied tubes.
She said, I asked her if I could have the other tube tied or removed to prevent it from happening again. My OBGYN said that I was too young, parentheses 24, and also being unmarried, it was a factor in why it was against her policy. I had another ectopic pregnancy in 2014. So then she ended up having another unsuccessful pregnancy in her tube in 2014. In the other tube, when she asked the doctor, and 5 years ago, before that, to tie the other tube so she would have to go through that again. Because watching Toya on Married to Medicine, it was very traumatizing for them to lose a baby. But she's married, she's got 2 little boys, so Toya...
Oh, we on social studies or OBGYN news?
Police and women's bodies at the doctor is what we're discussing.
Okay. I'm trying to come back to the main
topic. Police and women's bodies at the OB.
Police and women's bodies at the OBGYN, by doctors is wrong.
Tell your story to your doctor, and your doctor like, you're unmarried.
Find another one.
You're in a same sex relationship. You might want to date a man later in life. Girl, what?
Just find another one. And even in the case of the woman that was in Mississippi, and we know that there's only one Planned Parenthood in the whole state.
Yep.
And very limited abortion rights in the whole state, and even in the next state and the next state after that once you leave Mississippi. When it comes to your body and your rights, get on a plane and go somewhere else. Because if your state don't serve you, find someone or somewhere that will serve you. Because you ain't gonna just sit there in those circumstances. Why would you? Those people don't have to live at your house in your circumstances. They don't have to live with your pain in your circumstances. Fuck their thoughts. Their thoughts are based around bullshit Christian ideology. Okay.
The last one says, after I had my second son at age 26.
Ideology is where I was going, but I left it.
After I had my second son, I was 26. And one of my tubes tied, my OBGYN said, don't you want a girl?
Don't you want a girl? Have a family over at your house. Do you have enough groceries and water and bills for another girl at your house? I don't have that at my house. I have enough for the one I got. I got one. I got one little baby. I'm gonna talk about my story. I got one little baby at home right now, and I got enough money to feed him. I ain't got no money for no Pampers and shit. He got to get trained to go shit outside. Don't be wondering what's going on and what need to be going on in my house. You worry about what's going on at your house and do your goddamn job at the office. That's it.
And that's this week in social studies. Yeah, things going on at the OBGYN. Women's got it out here. And they're sharing their stories on Twitter. So I hope the OBGYN committee have an emergency meeting and get these tweets deleted or something. Because women out here telling what's going on. And giving their copay still. And still giving their copay. But what's going on in sexual health?
This weekend.
This podcast is a mess. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We love y'all. Use hashtag Here For It Hive when discussing the show on the internet so we can see y'all tweets if y'all don't tag us. But tag us. We want to see the shade. We know it's a lot of it.
This week in sexual health, I figured that we would discuss the difference between power bottoms, submissives.
I'm going on break. What are you trying to do? Because you looking at me with that eye, because you know it's like, I'm just going to get him riled up. Okay.
This is the only eye that I have.
Cool story, bro.
This is the only eye that I have. The difference between power bottoms, submissives, and casual bottoms.
Power bottoms and submissive bottoms. Okay, I'm gonna let you tell me the difference.
No.
What?
Okay.
Said power bottoms. Mm-hmm. Submissive bottoms. What's the difference between power bottom and submissive bottoms? So are you saying power bottoms are more dominant? Because you said submissive bottoms and power bottoms, so I don't know. Okay.
What do you think?
That's what I'm saying. Is that where you're going? But I'm gonna listen. I don't get a choice, but come on, hit me.
Destiny's Child.
Come on.
So I can only speak by the definitions of the internet and my perceived notions. Mm-hmm. So I'm not approaching this as sexual health, like concrete evidence, because all of these are perceptions. Mm-hmm. It is perceived when someone is a casual bottom. It is perceived when someone is a submissive. It is perceived when someone is a power bottom. So I'm going to read definitions and work through them for sexual health, because I think it's important in the category of bottoms, because no bottom is equal to the other.
True.
Okay, look at that. Look at that. See?
I'm just agreeing to keep the conversation going. Come on. I don't trust your ass.
Why?
Wait a minute. Ugly.
So I'm going to start with a casual bottom. Casual bottoms are bottoms that will bottom casually, meaning, I guess, or if he's the right type of guy, or the mood strikes and you like, I guess I could take dick tonight. I only ate bacon earlier. Whatever.
Oh, you skipping lunch. You this around lunchtime, you're making a decision. Okay.
That sounds like judgment.
No, it sounds like me.
Okay, so would you classify yourself as a casual bottom?
I gotta hear all of the categories.
Okay, so that is a textbook definition of someone that casually bottoms. That it is not their goal. It is not their it's not what they were pursuing. But they will casually bottom.
Mm-hmm. He been good lately. I'll give him some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like 10 minutes.
Oh.
Because a casual bottom ain't gonna do everything.
There was a tweet today. It said, "When I nut, take it out of my butt." I said, put that on shirts and sell it. Honestly, you better put that on some shirts and sell it, young man. When you get yours, take it out, sir. I'm not the type of girl. Well, he was not the type of girl. You're about to say something.
I was gonna say something
let's go
embarrassing,
on
but
to
I'm
the
not.
next story. The next
Okay,
definition.
next case. Submissives. Submissives being different than casual bottoms. Submissives being inclined or ready to submit or yield to the authority of their superior, unresistingly or humbly obedient. Submissive servants is also somewhere in that definition. So this being a category of person that takes thrill or excitement in submitting to their partner in the bottom capacity. So I think that these are the people that we see in porn that want to wear the ball gags in their mouth with the mask on, the cock cages, and their form of being gratified is by the top being gratified from what he's doing to them.
I saw JD Blackstone, but okay. But JD Blackstone does that stuff sometimes.
JD Blackstone is probably a good example of someone that's submissive. He's not a casual bottom. So again, if we are chopping these things up into three things, casual bottom. Oh shit, where my note go? I don't know, girl. Casual bottom, submissive, and power bottom.
Cash De Niro.
I think Cash De Niro is versatile.
I think he's growing into it, especially in this new thing he's been doing for the last year.
Things that I know about him, I think he's been versatile for a while, but the things that he's been popular for is obviously bottoming, and so that's what makes it look like he's just becoming versatile, but he's been versatile for.
Yeah, he also told us he was a singer, so
he sings. That doesn't mean I don't know why you set me up to walk into these traps.
It's a setup every time. I need this colorful commentary. We have a podcast.
We do. I'm trying to keep it. Shit, I can't keep it if I'm reading every goddamn girl that might listen to the goddamn shit.
We love Cash De Niro.
Cash De Niro has won awards on this podcast as well.
He's that girl. We could joke about our sister.
That still sounds bad. He's that man.
He's that bitch. You know, Lizzo made it popular. I say you're that bitch.
I'm moving along. Power bottom.
Submissive. Oh
no, we already did submissive.
Oh, we did together.
No, you could never.
I've been a mess.
Okay, I'm trying to move along to get through sexual health so I can get to other things in this goddamn podcast. A power bottom tends to be in charge and feels most powerful when bottoming. The one who bottoms is the one on the throne, to speak, taking the top. So I think that this is different than someone that is submissive, because someone that is submissive is more like a pillow princess, which has been a word of the day that we've talked about on this podcast. But someone that is a power bottom, this means I have power. I yield my power in whatever way that I want. If I want to be the throw it back girl, if I want to be, I'm going to sit on you and you're not going to do nothing, and I'm going to hold your hands to the headboard girl. If I want to be I feel like you about to nut, so I'm going to walk away and just let you feel like that. Girl, that is a power bottom. I feel like that is someone that gets off and is gratified by having the power in the situation to move the dynamic of whatever's going on in sex, which is different than the submissive. The submissive doesn't want to have power. The submissive gets gratification off not having power. But the power bottom gets more gratification of, I have the power to control what is going on in the situation right now. what's going on with my ass and with your dick and with this situation. And when I want to flip the situation and I want it to be me riding you and me slapping you in your mouth and spitting in your mouth and cussing and all of that, that's what it's going to be because I am in control right now. Or if I just want you to
got a lot for this one. Okay, all right. You over here setting up date night. Set up date night later. You like being the power bottom, apparently.
One, that's not true. Two, I'm engaged.
I don't know what that means.
That means I did everything I was supposed to do right.
Here we go.
To get my man. So I'm not telling nobody to do what I did. I'm just saying that I did something right.
You got a cyber whiz that like to cheat on you on the internet, and you got a cheater, but this man, he different. Come on, Tamar. But this one, he different. And he turned out to be the same nigga from Glenwood. The same nigga.
So you trying to sabotage my marriage? I'm moving on.
What? How did you get that? What?
That is this week in sexual health. The difference between power bottoms, submissives, and casual bottoms.
If you have listener questions, send them to anywhere you can find us on the internet, preferably hereforitpod@gmail.com. But anywhere you can find us on the internet, submit listener questions. What are you here for this week? Or what's the next segment?
There you go.
I think that's the wrong. I'm looking at I had said it before I picked up the iPad. I picked up the iPad. I'm like, oh, that's the wrong part. Mm-hmm. So, Pretty Ricky has a new song called "Body." Mm-hmm. That samples the LSG song from 99. When did it come out? So LSG Body, and it got flipped by Pretty Ricky,
but the LSG one was also a sample from
Oh, that was a sample too?
Yeah.
Look at the Lord, the blessed Nikki.
Who does the radio shows?
Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat did the original Body.
Oh,
and then LSG did the other one.
And it got flipped again. Look, this patty gonna be well done, okay? And so is that Bussy. Because Pretty Ricky just submitted their updated for the 2020.
I like it.
I'm here for it. So it's definitely one of those songs back when the talent shows was going on in high school. All the boys would be hunching the floor, and the principal would be like, "Okay, that segment's cut short." And we were like, "No, Mr. Principal, we really enjoy seeing Daquan hunch the floor." Definitely like towards the end of the club, when you think LSG My Body finna come on, which is already a warning sign to find the one you're gonna leave with tonight, because y'all gonna have to get out of here like 20 minutes. You're
gonna have to find the body.
So it's definitely one of those, like you just put it like towards the end of your mix CD. People don't do that no more. Put the slow songs towards the end of your mix CD. Pretty Ricky, Body. What are the lyrics? Nobody knows.
My body.
So, but yeah, you should still listen to it and put it on your Get That Dick playlist. Used to have it. The people be wanting my Get That Dick playlist, but what's your playlist called?
Fucking.
Stated plain.
No, it really is. Like if you really look it up on my title, it just says fucking. I think it's like 16 songs. I'm not giving it to all y'all because y'all gotta pay for that. But it's like 16 songs of things that I do when I'm doing things.
And when this song come on, you know to do the the R2.
Oh damn, I'm giving away too much.
Okay, wow. What's the song for your soul?
So on my fucking playlist, like I have songs that I do like oral to, like they're the first 2 to 3 songs. And then I know after the third song has gone off, you done got enough oral, girl. And so I can get to the song of putting it in and like you warming it up. And then by the time I get to the 5th song, I'm like, okay, I can smash now. And then I smash for like the next 5 songs.
Cool story, bro. What's the song for your soul?
It's a song that I haven't smashed to yet. Rihanna's birthday was this past week, and so I felt like we should honor the queen because she's.
So you thought of it first? Did I not do last week? Okay, take credit. Come on.
Because her birthday didn't happen yet.
Yeah, cool story, bro.
And you weren't on time. And now I'm on time.
Happy belated, Rihanna.
What day was it? What day was it?
A day that the Lord has made.
Okay.
What's the song for your song?
All right, that's what I thought. Rihanna's birthday just passed, and I thought that the song for my soul should definitely be a Rihanna song to tribute the Queen, because she's not going to tribute us with any albums anytime soon.
That's mean.
Find the lie in there. Find the lie.
Oh, problematic.
Okay.
Get shirts made.
Got up in the club, posted in the back, feeling so good, looking so bad, rocking this skirt, rocking this club, got my middle finger up, and I really don't give a fuck. Rocking these diamonds, I'm rocking this chain. Make sure you get a picture. I'm rocking my fame. To be what you is, you gotta be what you are. The only thing I'm missing is a black guitar. I'm a rock star. Hey baby, I'm a rock star. Big city, bright lights, sleep all day, up all night. Hey baby, I'm a rock star.
You said, and maybe you could convince Hope.
Well, I don't give a fuck about Hope. I'm convinced. Y'all should be convinced. Donald Trump should be convinced. Everyone should be convinced, because when she said that, I believed it. She is a full fucking rock star. Happy birthday, Rihanna. Hopefully we'll see something by the end of the year. Thank you so much.
What are you here for this week?
I'll
go first.
Okay.
So, is this real?
Yes.
There is a billboard, a 2020 census.
I don't know why y'all want Detroit people to act up. Like, Detroit people not gonna act up when we get the opportunity to act up. So give us the opportunity to act up. Cool, we'll act up. Go ahead.
There's a billboard
Go ahead.
with Cash Doll on it, and it says, the 2020 census is for everybody, period. And at the bottom it says, becounteddetroit.org. But the words count Detroit are a different color. I'm like, okay, that's cute. The Cash Doll with a quote, the 2020 census is for everybody, period. I was like, you got to speak the language. It's a billboard now out here in the streets. You're driving down on your way to work, on your way to Kohl's, TJ Maxx, and there's a billboard that says the 2020 census is for everybody, period, with Cash Doll on it. Okay, target audience, all right. The messaging is right, okay. It gives a very, it's a local ad, so becounteddetroit.org is a better website to link them to rather than census.us.gov/2020 census. They can't remember all that. So I'm absolutely here for it. It is marketing genius from a marketing standpoint, because Cash Doll is relatable. She's a hometown hero. And I'm absolutely here for it. The second thing I'm not here for. Jason Lee, from whatever their blog is he runs, was down to the Hot 97.
I'm tired.
And I was like, people are being so mean to him. I'm just going to click in and watch like the first 10 to 15 minutes. I think he's brown. I think he's of Latinx heritage. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
And so I was like, you know what? People give this brown gay man too much. He
gives himself too much.
I'm just gonna watch it. And so he's like, oh, my show is in 52 markets. Everybody listens to the Breakfast Club, and we're like, can they get another station, please? What they call
streaming?
It's when shows go get
viral.
Syndicated.
Okay.
His show was syndicated in 52 markets.
What show is syndicated in 52 markets?
Hey. I was like, I'm going to give him like a good 10, 15 minutes to make his point. And then, so he said, there's no other black queer man out here in hip hop.
You talking about Love and Hip Hop? Because he's on Love and Hip Hop. It's not syndicated. It ain't been around. Okay, go ahead.
So then they started saying, so you're here today to promote your book. And he was like, yeah, because I used to say the word tranny, and I still say the word tranny. Tia's Medicine came on my show, and she allowed me to say tranny. and she would tell me that it wasn't cool, but she still allowed me to be myself and say the word tranny. And I was like, well, TS medicine is also in the things right now. But then another comment he made was regarding cancel culture. He said cancel culture and me too is the new HIV. Anybody can catch it and it's not fair. Oh, okay, so here you go with another problematic. I was like, oh my god, I really want to like you, Jason Lee. I'm here for like.
Why did you want to like him? What about him want you?
I just want to. I'm just always trying to be cheerful and hopeful, and maybe someone's getting a bad rap, and you're like, maybe just
This is new to you that Jason Lee is trash.
Okay, I was like, I'm trying to hold that.
Where have you been?
And then he was talking about how he was tricked by a woman who was.
I told you when we saw Jason Lee in person that he was trash.
Oh, I knew it. I believed that was my testimony then. Because I've seen him in passing. I was like, I don't know. I just wanted to believe. I wanted to believe so bad that maybe Jason Lee was not trash. I just wanted to believe it.
Okay.
And then so after he got through
so this news has not made me a liar then.
After he got through saying all this trash stuff, and he was like, oh, I have a new book coming out. It's about when I went through foster care, my brother was murdered and I got shot, and I've been through so much in my life. And I was like, you know what? He just sat there and spewed hate for 20 minutes. And then he turned around and then wanted somebody to love and care about his story. And he wants you to buy this book. I'm not here for it. You can't lead with hate and then expect love. As you just said there, I'm like, I want to believe Jason Lee is great. I want to believe. Maybe, he's grown from his previous. He's still sitting here making dumb comments. He's still sitting here being dumb. So, Jason Lee, I really wanted to try it, but you denied it. And so, I can't be here for it. I really wanted to be here for it. I wanted to at least have an inkling of a thought, a piece of a thought, but you just wouldn't let me do it. So, I'm not here for it.
Ain't ever gonna.
But shout out to Cash Doll, because everybody deserves to be counted. Period. Back to Cash Doll. Back to brighter pastures.
You really just should have just left it at the Cash Doll story. You didn't even have to talk about it, Jason.
But it's so stupid that.
That's why it shouldn't have
so
been reported on. Cash Doll, shout out. You made some mistakes with Nicki Minaj, but what else? But I think the marketing is important because some people in the area don't even know what the fuck census is.
Census is.
And if they see someone that is relatable on a billboard, that could help the overall mission of the census and definitely help the mission of getting more representation and dollars to districts that need it. And so I'm absolutely here for that as well. What I'm not here for this week, surprise, surprise, I'm not here for something. Kenya and Jocelyn from respective reality TV shows.
Okay.
They're on Jocelyn on many shows. Kenya's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Jocelyn was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, notably, and then 7 other shows after that. But they're being judged this week for being submissive to their husbands on different shows. Kenya Moore is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's not news to anybody. Jocelyn Hernandez is on Marriage Boot Camp. And on both shows, both women who are known to be very, very strong, opinionated women are being very submissive to their husbands. Very submissive to the point of, like, Jocelyn was, like, at her husband's feet, kissing her husband's feet this week. And then Kenya just shutting the fuck up and just saying, yes, sir, basically. Both of them are being judged in social media for being submissive to their husbands by people that don't understand that you can be submissive in marriage, but not to your friends and everyone else that's not in your marriage. So I thought that was a extremely important point to talk about because people outside of marriages and outside of functional marriages don't understand that. Like, you can still be whoever you are. You can still be a boss ass bitch and all of those other things that people call them. But in your marriage, in your relationship, you know what spaces you can operate in. You don't have to be a boss ass bitch in your relationship, at work, in my family, in my friendships, and all in 7 different facets of life. You can elect and decide to say, I'm a boss ass bitch everywhere else. In my marriage, I don't have to have that responsibility. I can just be someone who listens to my husband. And I'm not condoning abuse in relationships. I don't think that it should come to a level of abuse, but I think that some people miss the point of being someone else in your marriage or in your relationship than you are to the rest of the world. Because who you are to the rest of the world ain't gotta be. That sounded real ghetto. Doesn't have to be who you are.
I liked it the other way. Why are you changing it?
Doesn't have to be who you are in your relationship, because who you are in your relationship or in your marriage doesn't have to relate to the rest of the world. So I applaud Kenya and Jocelyn for being very savage in their friendships and TV relationships. Mm-hmm. But saying, you know what, this nigga I gotta go home with, this nigga that I gotta eat with all the time, I gotta lay in the bed with him all the time, we gotta make business decisions all the time. That's a different relationship than I gotta have with Phaedra. I don't have to fuck Phaedra. Phaedra ain't shit to me. Who was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? I don't remember. Mimi. I don't have to have no relationship with Mimi. Fuck Mimi. I don't give a fuck. I can cuss that bitch out from here to Sunday.
And Stevie J still gonna get.
Well, not Stevie J, because her new husband is Ballistic something. But Ballistic, I gotta go home with Ballistic. I gotta lay with him. I gotta get dick from him. I gotta eat with him.
We taking care of my daughter together.
Yeah. So of course, why would I not have a different relationship with him than I do with you? You don't matter. You are outside of the things that matter to me in real life. My home, my family, my well-being, my day-to-day, those things matter to me. Phaedra, you don't matter to me. Mimi, you don't matter to me. This is cute for TV. I don't have to be your friend on TV. So I'm absolutely not here for them being judged for being quote-unquote passive to their husbands. But I think the real issue is people that think that they should just be the same with people on TV that they should be with their husbands. I think that's the biggest issue.
I do think Jocelyn got lost in the exercise. Every season of Marriage Boot Camp, they have the exercise of what if you died or something happened to you, or what if they divorced. The premise is always, what if you're not around anymore? And what is it like to see your partner with other people? So I think Jocelyn got lost in the exercise of, so I'm going to be in this room with 10 men. They're all fawning over me. And I think the TV personality, Jocelyn, came out to make good TV. And I think some guy was feeding, I forget what was going on exactly. I think
she fed him grapes.
Oh, she fed him grapes or whatever. And then she was just being what appeared to be blatant disrespectful to Ballistic, because in their relationship, Ballistic refers to her as his queen, and then she refers to him as her king, which is why she got on her feet later in the apology. And so Ballistic was saying her feed this other man grapes, and he was like, I know I'm wrong and I have problems in my situation with Jocelyn, but I cannot stand to see this. And especially saying that her being the aggressor, not the other men are the aggressor. Because it's an exercise for the TV show. Cool that the other men are being the aggressor.
She was
I expect her to sit there and say, well, I have a man named Ballistic who I'm severely in love with, and this goes against my morals. Do the exercise and be strong. But she did the exercise and became TV personality Jocelyn Hernandez through
Securing
it.
the bag, because if she didn't do shit like that, then
This is drama for the TV. We're talking about it on here for a podcast. So he went out there and told her, get her ass in the house, and he can't believe she's out here doing this. And so she actually ran in the house, and we were like, we're used to seeing Jocelyn be strong now. Jocelyn presents as strong. She's running in the house. Wow. And then so they went upstairs to their room, and they were having the disagreement about, I can't believe you would do stuff like this. You're disrespecting me. You're my queen. He was very passionate about, you're my queen.
I
And if
believe
I'm
everything
actually
he was
your
saying.
black king. I can't believe you would do some shit like that. I was like, I see his point given the dynamic in their relationship. And then I guess other people heard the yelling and commotion. Michelle A, girl, you can... Michelle A came in the room.
She was triggered. She thought Jocelyn might have been getting hit.
Because
she been hit.
That's why they all started to come into the room, because it was starting to sound like it could get aggressive. So the other contestants on Marriage Boot Camp came in, and she was just crying and apologizing. I think she saw it. Jocelyn saw it too. She allowed the TV personality to jump out, but she is a TV personality. That's her job.
And she's on TV right now. That's the point.
So, but then she was like, oh my gosh, but I'm also I'm on TV right now for my relationship. So I have fucked up. And so she apologized. He was still seemingly angry. He was sitting down on the bed. They were sitting down on the bed together. He was still seemingly angry. The other people were in the room. And then she just said, I'm sorry. She felt like he wasn't receiving that she was genuinely apologizing. And so she got down on her hands and knees, and she was kissing his feet, allegedly. I just saw her down on her knees bending in front of his feet.
Yeah,
I didn't see the actual kissing of the feet, but allegedly she was kissing his feet. And so she was saying, no, I'm genuinely sorry. I genuinely apologize for what just occurred. So, I mean, you have to do that. Yes, there's going to be sometimes he going to make you mad, or you going to make him mad, and you're going to have to get down on your hands and knees and apologize.
And find the way to be submissive to the person that you're in a relationship with. That you're not in I'm not in a relationship with Phaedra.
Even
I don't give a fuck about these other girls around.
Standing around in the room.
That's the point that I'm making is...
I still have to be...
I have to have a different relationship with someone that I'm married to or engaged to or in a long-term relationship with. I have to... Our relationship is different than I got with Cynthia and Nene. I don't... Fuck them bitches.
And
them
Eva.
Bitches ain't gonna lick my pussy at the end of the night.
Wow.
Fuck them.
So, yeah, but, to see Kenya actually be the submissive partner and to see Mark, but Mark was in his element. He owns restaurants. He was like, well, yeah, we should put the tables over here. You can't put the food by the bathroom.
Well, no, this last episode
Mark was saying nothing stupid.
That was episode 4 last.
Okay.
This last episode, he was like, okay, I know you don't like Nene, but fuck that shit.
This for charity. It's bigger than y'all's petty bickering for TV. The charity,
and she was like,
the charity needs to be seen on TV.
Yeah. I understood why he said that. Do I agree on not being on your wife's side? Different story for a different day. But the point that I'm making is Kenya was different in the scenario because the episode was titled Ken versus Kenya. Ken, that's in her relationship.
He lovingly calls her Ken.
Kenya is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She don't have to give a fuck about Nene. She don't have to give a fuck about Portia. She don't have to really give a fuck about Cynthia, even though sometimes she do a little bit. She don't have to give a fuck about Tanya or Marlo. Fuck them girls.
That's good TV.
That's nice. Cool.
That's good TV.
You know who I have to give a fuck about? My baby daddy.
Yeah.
And my baby. And the rest of these other girls, cool. Well, that is this week's episode of Here For a Podcast. We're coming up to our last call. Calm down.
I need this.
Calm down.
Especially after Jocelyn and Ballistic. That was seriously emotional to see Jocelyn like that.
So you weren't emotional to see Kenya backing down at the bowling alley?
Were you emotional when you shut the fuck up? You be submissive.
When I'm submissive, it's not on camera.
Last call. Thank you guys so much for listening
down.
to wow, an hour and a half of us run our mouths.
Yes, if you are listening to this show at work, please do not drink alcohol, but have
do a shot of espresso or something.
Espresso, coffee, cappuccino, whatever y'all got. If you are not at work, please fill your shot glass with tequila, preferably. But if you got something else, if you're a Henny girl or
Grand
whatever,
Marnier. What is it? I
no,
don't know what the girls are
you put
doing.
Grand Marnier in
On
a
top of
margarita.
things?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not like
I
the
don't know
shot.
what's going on.
Okay, you just got to alcoholism, sure. And take a shot with us. Thank you so much.
Time magazine featured the new book, quote, Real Life, by Black author Brandon Taylor in their 11 books you should read in February. Real Life tells the story of Wallace, a black gay Southern man pursuing his graduate studies in biochemistry at a predominantly white Midwestern university and falls in love with a straight man. Definitely getting. Oh, he had the 11 books that you should read in February, and then Time also did another piece, talking about the book specifically by itself. So imagine putting out a new book and you got two Time magazine pieces, and I'm over here asking for retweets. So, shout out to Brandon Taylor and his new book, Real Life, and I hope that it's good. I want to check it out. And he is my last call this week.
My last call this week is to the new Candyman movie. I have been hotly anticipating it since last year when it was announced and started production. And now we have a teaser trailer. Hopefully, we'll get more in the next coming weeks so we can see more of the movie, because Candyman was always a fun movie for me as a child / adolescent, like the older ones that came out in the late 80s and early 90s. It was always good popcorn horror movies, and I was happy to see a black lead villain, especially a good one. And it looks like we're about to get another one. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody because I'm a cinephile and I see things that other people don't see. So I don't want to spoil anything, but if you have not looked up the recent teaser trailer of Candyman, please look it up. It is featuring my Hollywood bae, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
And produced by Jordan Peele, right?
And produced by Jordan Peele. Again, if you have not listened to multiple other episodes of this podcast where I have gushed over him, literally. Watch Watchmen on HBO right now. The first season was amazing. The season finale was awesome. Tune in to the Yaya Hive before you have to be on the bandwagon, because I'm telling y'all now, this is a train leaving the station. Don't be late. Don't be like, oh, okay, I like him now. I've been trying to tell y'all for months, Yahya Abdul-Mateen is it. Go gaga for Yahya. And he and Candyman are my last call.
His voice sounds so sexy in it. I was like,
again, I'm not trying to. I don't want to spoil nothing because I see what they're doing already.
All I needed was 5 seconds. And I'm doing things with my clitoris right now.
All I need was 5
seconds. I need to call
seconds.
my OBGYN. I need to see what I can do with my clitoris. It's acting up down here. That is this week's episode. That is this week's episode of Here For It Podcast. Follow the show, hereforitpod.com. Get show notes. We link you to everything that we do there. You can always get messages from our sponsors on hereforitpod.com. Check out hereforitshop.com to get our merch. There's hereforitlive.com. Our anniversary is coming up. GoDaddy is like, hey, you need to rebuy all this Here For It stuff. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go to patreon.com/hereforitpod and get money out that bank. So if you would like to support the show, make sure you go to patreon.com/hereforitpod and give a donation so we can keep all of this stuff going around. All of this stuff. And my name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters and ronaldmatters.com.
I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, aka the Gay Candyman. Thank you guys so much for listening. take your Truvada or Descovy, whichever one you are prescribed.
Only she girls still take
And
Truvada. You saw that. I was like, we cannot be prep shaming now just because it's two. So, ask your doctor about Discovery if it's available in your area.
the revolution will be televised.